TinHIFI is a notable Chinese hi-fi brand in the audiophile space for their fancy IEMs. Again, this is the first time I'm actually reviewing one of their products, and the T1s is essentially the same IEM as the older T1Plus, with the drivers being retuned. And I had one friend, his name is Alex. Thanks again, Alex, for lending me the T1Plus. I'll give you a quick summary between the two, the Plus and the S. The S is much better slightly. The bass is a little bit tighter, the mids is slightly more audible, the highs is still questionable between the two. It sounds the same. So now TinHIFI, to be more exact, has a lot of IEMs at different price points, and they are very good at the higher price points. That's what a lot of people say in the forums. But also, TinHIFI wants to fight in the budget sub 25 USD, 20 USD range price tag right here. So they are competing with the likes of the Moondrop Chu as well as the 7Hz Salnote Zero, that both of them I have reviewed in my main channel. I'll leave links of that review in the video description. Now the question is, who is it competing with and how good is the T1s is? It comes in 4 different colors: black, white, pink and green. The housing for all of them is plastic finish. Now looking at the black color option right here, you can see it's a semi see-through design faceplate and also overall housing right here, so you can see the internals. And the faceplate right here has this sparkly effect right here, the sparkly dust that give it is galaxy look right there. Just a slight bummer right here. I wish they can still use the same housing, but the wording right here, they use TinHIFI T1Plus instead of T1s. So come on, put a little bit more effort. Now, if you use the other colors, I mean not use, but pick other colors, they have a solid faceplate with the housing being clear plastic. So that's the only differences between the colors. Now, aside from that, it's really lightweight. Each earbuds right here weighs 3 grams. So when you put it in the ears, you don't feel it's comfortable to use. One of the lightest earbuds in the market, even lighter than most true wireless in the market. So with both earbuds and the cable attached to it, the total weight is about 19 grams. Now looking at the cable right here, oh boy. Now let's talk about some positivities first. You have the silicone tube right here, preheated to shape. It's over the ears type of cable right here. Now TinHIFI uses standard copper cable with silver coating to minimize oxygen effect long term. Now the cables right here is super duper flexible, so it gets tangled up easily, and because it's using a twisted braided cable design like this, it really gets tangled up easily. So thankfully they provide a Velcro strap, but I wish they did not chip out on the cables right here and actually use proper tension cables. Even the 7Hz Salnote Zero, the cable has a little bit more tension, so it does not get tangled up easily. So I guess the reason why they chip out on the cable right here, so they can focus on the earbuds drivers that's using beryllium in them. Now that also one plus point right here is the cable. The wire joints right here is plastic tab. I like it when they provide the gap closer tab as well. But again, the cable feels cheap. Now aside from that, the package also comes included with 5 extra pairs of ear tip sizes. So even more than the 7Hz Salnote Zero if you don't buy or use custom ear tips. If bulky bifold wallets is annoying you in terms of taking in and out of your pants, as well as giving you a weird fashion look that you have a bulge out of your pants, you may want to consider something compact and ultra thin, like the Ekster Smart Wallet right here. With a push of a button, you have quick access to all your cards, maybe for speedier payment or carrying government essential IDs. More importantly, everything right here is protected because the wallet is RFID protected. No longer the days where you have to flip up your bifold, pick up the card, tap your card, put back the card, then take the receipt, put back the receipt, close the wallet, put in your pants, and maybe if you're rushed, you have to hold your wallet like this. It looks awkward versus holding something like this. I have the Ekster standard card holder, which holds 6 cards easily in the main holder. While the elastic pocket strap allows you to add more cards or hold some cash, even better, I suggest getting the optional ultra thin solar powered tracker card, where you can use your smartphone to find your wallet or your wallet to find your smartphone. In a compact, ultra thin, lightweight, smart wallet by Ekster right here. So if you're interested to get one, you can use my affiliate links down below in the video description, as well as the first pinned comment for a 20% summer sales discount at the moment. They are running a campaign. However, if you miss out on the summer sale event, no worries, there's always other discounts coming in months time, so you can use my affiliate links anytime and you get smarter every day. T1S uses a 10mm dynamic driver with a beryllium coated diaphragm. It's a way to stiffen up the diaphragm to prevent unwanted vibrations. In theory, it's supposed to help with 2 frequency range. The low frequency range, the bass, to make it a little bit more tighter. It does not have wacky vibrations, as well as clearer mids in theory. Now, like I mentioned earlier in the intro video, I also tested and compared it quickly with the T1Plus. This is the T1S, the revision version. I would say the bass has a minute amount of improvement. The bass ends tighter. The vibration is reduced, those wackiness at the loose ends. And when it comes to the mids, it does not have that clarity improvement, but it has the audible level increase. So just a minute amount of differences and just a slight small revision right here. So our test is based on the MacBook Pro 14-inch M1 Pro at the 4th volume mark. Before I start using these IEMs, recently I came across a song, namely Mr. Kitty After Dark. The bass and this song, I mean not this song, these IEMs just match perfectly if you are into bass heads. And imagine listening to that song and watching a little bit of classic hentais, definitely you just pop some bubbles off. Kids, you don't ask what is that. Now, aside from that, let's talk about the audio experience right here. So, this earbuds right here, right? When it comes to the bass or the low frequencies, it packs great amount of power. The bass vibration ends with a smooth yet super long fade. It's just pure orgasmic sensation. The good news is it does not eat into the highs and the mids. There's a clear separation between the range. Now, when it comes to the mids or the vocals, I would say it has a warmer tone to it and is slightly overpowered by the bass. So it's a little bit dreamy, very hotel lounge ambient type of vibe. Now, when it comes to the highs or the instrumentals, is the moody and warm sounding type, not the crystal clear type. I prefer the crystal clear type often. Now, the bass is more audible than the highs. Unfortunately, it can be distracting sometimes. So here's the short summary. The earbuds right here perform well from the ultra lows to the mids. Unfortunately, the highs is still very muddy in my opinion. It's suitable for modern songs that emphasize on bass like pop, EDM, J-pop, K-pop, where you don't want to get into the vocals and you want more of the song vibes. This is one to consider. You can even use it for Netflix and HBO action-packed movies with sound effects like blasts and bombs and booms and bangs, and pretty much you can also use it for sports because you need the bass to drive you forward to burn another 200 calories. So here's a long version. The TinHIFI T1s is not a direct competition to the Moondrop Chu, where she focused on clarity and sharpness, whereas the 7Hz Salnote Zero focused more towards the low frequencies and the bass vibration vibes. So the T1s is actually closer sounding to the Zero than the Moondrop Chu, and since they are at the same price point, I will do my comparison and share with you my detailed vibes right here. So when it comes to the low frequencies or the bass, both of them sound identical in terms of audible level wise, but the 7Hz has a tighter bass, fast hitting bass, and fast ending bass with minimal bass fade. So the fade is end quicker, whereas the T1s, the fade is just super butter smooth and long, and the subtle bass vibration is much more notable and it's trying to get your attention. You can hear the now when I say this one is not so tight, the bass is because when the bass hits, it boom, 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 boom. So if you love watching blockbuster movies from HBO or Netflix with a lot of sound effects or even heavy bass songs, you can use these IEMs. In fact, I find that these IEMs is more suitable for movies and gamers where you can play your PUBG or Free Fire, whatever FPS games that you're playing. You want to hear the gun effect, you want to hear the low rumblings of the bushes, as well as footsteps above you, below you, like Fortnite, like Apex Legends. Definitely, surprisingly, this is actually better for gaming than the Zero right here. Now, let's talk about songs again. So sorry, I went overboard. Mid-range and vocals. The 7Hz feels a little bit more audibly louder than the TinHIFI right here, and a little bit clearer too, just slightly. Now, when it comes to the TinHIFI, it's more mellow and warmer sounding than the Zero right here. So think of it as a hobby, not hobby, a hotel lobby lounge, very jazzy, very mellow. This one is much more warmer than the Zero, and at the Zero, I complain that it's a little bit warm. I need more shine to it. This one needs significant shine to sound distinct. Now, when it comes to the highs or the sharp tone instrumentals, TinHIFI again is aiming towards the warmer tones and is lacking the shine, whereas the 7Hz right here has a tiny bit more audible level and clarity to it. So let me give a simple conclusion right here. Both of them are bass focused. Both of them sound quite similar, but the Zero is better for songs and vocals and content where there's a lot of interaction and communication. So this is warm, bass heavy, but the T1S is bass booming. So if you are a gamer and watching movies, this is actually suitable for that. If you're into bass songs, I recommend the Zero. Again, this is just my opinion. I listen by heart and ear, and I don't listen by graph. I use my two ears, my pair of ears, to compare side by side, multiple days, different songs, and this is my opinion. Would I recommend them? Yep, I already gave my differences, which is suitable for which. I'll leave links to the other reviews in the video description, as well as links to purchase in the description and the first pinned comment. But let me know in the comments below, at this 20-25 USD price point, what are the IEMs that is notable to you that I can review next and I can do this comparison. Let me know in the comments, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next review. Till then, please subscribe to the channel, share this video on social media. Let us get into the first 1000 subs, guys. Till then, bye.